Dito, pikas dito. Boom.
Oh. Ay. Wala na shot yung jobs.
Ha?
Yan ito wala yung yun. Oh, sorry. Start.
Is GA.
Kung sa inyong season 1, wala pa tayo championship to.
Season 2 na to.
Season 2 na to, 3 na na eh.
Ang una kay kami sa utol, Dallas. Dallas ako. Ay, Dallas siya.
Ang kan eh, 3 na na eh.
3 na siya dapat. Dahil wala tima sa quad. Japhets Cup na. Ang unang champion, si Japhets. Si Ganeric. SGA.
Sa iyo po atin nila, uy.
Paglugin na ano. Kung ko sana, automatic play na.
Huwag ka nakakatula ni Son.
Buwan na ka ng pag-liok.
Pag-iyo.
Ay, dili yun. Kanang mga manog pag-break. Sige lang magdulag yung base. Buwan na. Wala na ko ga. Paano ginani?
Wala. Taga-dua ka. Look. Ha? Kita lang. Clippers mo.
Ano? Ay, mag-clippers pa siya?
Dandil na, dandil.
Ha?
Dandil.
Yan, muta ko. Ano, may bakyan lang, si bakyan.
Lagot sini ka doon, siap dong.
Uy, ate, hati ni lawas. Uy, come here ba?
Maugaw gamay ba kay mangita dayon og kuan dayon. Ugas.
Tempiado na siya.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard was recognized as one.
What a worker Kawhi is. Terrific player. And a great story, David. Thanks. Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Williams. Then it's Williams. And it's Dort in at the small forward. Here's Westbrook. Doris, what do you think about the possibility of the league adding an Offensive Player of the Year or quote-unquote best season award on top of the MVP?
I hate it, Kevin. And the reason I hate it is look at how competitive last season's MVP race was in the NBA. 3 guys equally capable of winning the award. Embiid, Giannis, and Nikola Jokic. All were worthy MVP candidates. I think to dilute a race of that caliber would be a mistake.
No coverage that time.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Here's Dort. Williams trying to break free. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Doris, in your opinion, how does Luke Dort stack up with the best undrafted players in the league?
Well, I think, Kevin, when you think undrafted, the first guys that come to mind are Fred VanVleet, who's now an NBA champion, Christian Wood, Seth Curry, who's proven to be such a capable shooter. Those 3 are clearly, to me, the best undrafted players that come immediately to mind. But Luke Dort, I'll tell you, has carved out one heck of a career. This guy is a lockdown defender, and he can now make open threes.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. LA's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Count that one for Dort.
I get a sense of Luke Dort's physicality and the strength of that frame. What a nice-looking finish. Woo!
Now Westbrook. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Over in the corner, Dort. Here's the break. Here's Morris. Makes it off the glass.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. Williams. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Now, here's Westbrook. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Outside, George. Williams against Leonard. Takes it inside, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now George, after Lou Dort's 3-pointer that didn't go. And George kicks to Morris. Misses the 3. Under trailing by 11.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Lou Dort. Westbrook passes to Morris. Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. Guys are making their shots. That's critical.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. The kick out to Williams. The pass to Williams. Pocket 6. Giddey with it. Westbrook picks him up. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That 3 off the mark. Nobody near George. And a miss there on the triple. Under trailing by 11. Gilgeous Alexander passes to George. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And the wide open shot from Morris. Knocked away. And Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is unselfish, and he's got excellent passing skills. Pretty play there.
George finds Leonard. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, what a pump fake by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the defender committed, and he'll go to the foul line.
For the Clippers, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Marcus Morris. Batum comes in for Leonard. Mann subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Under trailing by 11. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, my goodness. How about the impressive vertical by Lou Dort? No doubt on that slam.
George passes to Mann. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11. Point cushion as we...
Ladies and gentlemen,
and it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
They've got Josh Giddey. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The shot by Powell, no good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. He's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Batum wide open, he fires. Offensive rebound, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Plumlee. The Thunder pull it in.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Morris is checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Terrence Mann. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. A second chance effort. A shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
What a finisher. Russell Westbrook enjoys taking on the defense in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Williams can't hit. Looking at the last game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was a loss to the Raptors. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Clippers leading by 11. And here's Westbrook. He's got 6. And finished off by Westbrook.
Now the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display. The vertical out of this world.
Pass to Williams. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Leonard. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Westbrook, and Westbrook is right there. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Greg, when the postseason rolls around, the officials tend to let more go. More content, more aggressive play. Is that the right approach?
Kevin, I think it is the right approach. And I'm a fan of letting the players play and blow the whistle when there's clearly an advantage created by either the offense or the defense.
Paul George, he's checked in for Eric Gordon.
Clippers substitution, Paul George.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Over in the corner, Williams. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and he makes the first. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
On the wing, Giddey. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard fires away from outside. Rebound by Williams.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Leonard. And that one hits back iron.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander at the elbow. Can't get it to fall. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Passes it to Powell. Leonard inside, working on Williams. A 3 from Morris. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Good work there as it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 now in this quarter.
So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
Westbrook kicks to Morris. No good from outside. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Los Angeles. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but be right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2. And that's a...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe. And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past. A few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks. Williams can't hit.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
George finds Leonard. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
Well, defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. A 12-point game. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Ahead. Out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Launches a 3. Here's Zubac. Second shot opportunity. That misses off the backboard. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the hand. On the wing, Williams. From outside the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got it back down to within single digits for the Thunder. Here's George. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Robert Covington comes in for Marcus Morris. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kawhi Leonard.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Westbrook. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Giddey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points in the game. Here's Dort.
To me, that's where the frame of Lou Dort helps, right? He's so big and strong from the guard position. He can take contact.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Clippers. Mann comes in for Russell Westbrook. This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
They're trailing by 10. Here's Giddey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wise beyond his years, Giddey has a great feel for the game and terrific court vision.
Well, the other thing you love, Greg, is the size he gives you out of the backcourt. Obviously, he needs to improve his consistency from range, but he's got all the tools you must have if you're going to be an all-star in the NBA.
George is checked in for Norman Powell. Zubac the pass to Gordon. Second chance shot. They get it again. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
They've shown no letup. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gordon with the defensive effort. Los Angeles leading by 9. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's George. Good on the bucket. George has got 11 points.
What a hoop by Paul George. The versatility to get inside and score it.
Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Plumlee with the steal. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done it.
The Clippers, 51.
And let's take a listen now to Coach Teron Lue. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And here are the Clippers now. Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Robert Covington. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Terrence Mann. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And there's the pass to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit from in close. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 11. And Plumlee kicks to Powell. The offensive rebound. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Giddey, the shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 8th assist here tonight. Left side, Westbrook. At the top of the key, Plumlee. Leonard with the ball. Williams picks him up. Pass to Powell. Now here's Leonard. Over Giddey. Here's Plumlee. Taken away by Williams. Double team on Williams. Dort passes to Giddey. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Guys, that's about hustle. That is Lou Dort wanting it more than anyone else on the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Gordon. Misses in close.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Passes it to Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander attacking and in rhythm on the offensive end.
Outside Westbrook. From deep. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Here's Westbrook. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Boy, it will take more than that kind of defense to stop this guy. Russell Westbrook so fierce on the interior.
Shots good by Williams.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Dort misses. Clippers leading by 8. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Pass to Powell. Here's Leonard. Goes back up. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
2 minutes.
Back to Giddey, to the middle. Plumlee with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball. 3-pointer. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, Russell Westbrook, when he's engaged defensively, he can send it back.
Kicks it to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Thunder trailing by 10. Over in the corner, Williams. 1:11 left in the 4th quarter. Great D that time from Powell.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And when it's all said and done, this will mark their 38th W on the one player that really stands out, of course, in this one. It was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
The 3 from George makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Now the Clippers moving it up. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. George dishes to Leonard. Fires for three. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander from deep. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. So the Clippers winning this one easily. And the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Tagum. Sorry. Thank you. Ha? Kamu dong, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, manday no? Jeff, manday no? Jeff, boy. Yun na. Nice! Buwan ako, di ba? Yung stick? Ulat, nagkatawa-tawa gusto, no? Sibod, salamat. Sama ko yung, di ba?
The guy left Boston where I lost by like 100, and that motivates me still to always get better. When people in my comment section call me trash, that motivates me.
Winning this tournament will mean a lot to me because it will show that one of the
Coming up next, the Mavericks taking on the Clippers. For the Dallas Mavericks, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it all. We hope this St. Patty's Day is bringing...
Ay, gamit mo joystick kan eh? Ah.
Naris brothers on job.
Halo. Ngita sa inyo.
Tapos siya finalist na to si Rumi kay ensayo pa.
Okay si Bino, tagpo ka nila eh. Para sa Knicks, magagumay kayo. mag-buy ka ng one. Gawang checks. Gawang matala. Eh, bila mag-back up one. Give it. Marik.
And everyone out there.
Wala eh. Dugi. Ate na magutang duta tanan-tanan ba? Kung ano ko ng ML ba kay siyempre sa ipon. Duta. Parang nagula ka na nagula. Duta dyan ka no? Dugay, huwag mo man?
Dugay ang Point Match.
Dugay na bitaw kayo?
Dapat saron ni mo.
Pero wag na kayo nagutay ka po ang no?
Dapat na ba? Dilit na mga game dilit ka magdali. Kung support na yung mga inuman.
Gina-check na lang ganina ko tanan. Pero permente mato sa kuha support o hard support yawa kaya. Wala pag yung converge gapon ko prayo. Nice lagi ko. Feeling na ko yung nerf na yung Kagura eh. Kagura o Gidura. Wala din yung nakuha. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ya, wag din makakabo. Sabi ng pagpangamong niya.
Good luck, so Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Brian. The Clippers.
Yeah, can't wait to experience it firsthand, Allie. Thank you. So here's Dallas's starting group. Reggie Bullock is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. In tonight's game, we have two teams that play a bit slower, Clark. Lots of half-court sets.
And you know, Brian, with that slower pace, each possession takes on added meaning. Defense always key, will be even more so in a slower paced game. And threes will even be exacerbated in terms of their importance as well.
Now he's checked in for Zubats. And Dallas also making a switch. Woods checked in for Kyrie Irving. Now Doncic. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
Luka's a big 6'7", very strong, deceptively so. He's an extra forward out there rebounding the ball, even though he's got point guard skills when it's in his hand.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Now Morris, Green covering. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Doesn't go that time, and the Mavericks going the other way now. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Ooh, poked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Basketball.
Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Now Los Angeles with it. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Doncic passes to Green. The 3 is up. And the Mavericks, another 3.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Timeout called. The Clippers, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Out to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Morris outside. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. And the jam by George.
PG-13 emphatically throwing that one down. They're not stopping him on that dunk.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Wood outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Paul George.
Well, you look at Wood, and it's versatility that makes him a tough cover inside and out.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Clippers, and he can't hit the second. And with more of the season behind us than ahead of us, these teams have more or less taken their final form, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, everyone's done a good job of moving pieces around and figuring out what works. Now it's just about protecting your record and getting it done out there.
Now here's Doncic. And currently his numbers are incredible, averaging almost 33 a game. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Westbrook. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Westbrook's got his second basket.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul, and the Clippers making a change here. Hands checked in. 1:36 left in the opening quarter. Green, and the layup is good off the glass.
Christian Wood.
There's a minute 26 left now in the first quarter. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Pass to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Here's Mann. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Doncic against George. It's Powell, high post. Shot clock at 6. Gordon against Wood. The Clippers grab the miss.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Doncic. Irving with it. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Here's Powell. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Boy, very easy that time for Powell. Not going to miss that one.
Here's Morris. And so it's Dallas closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome back to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. They've got Kyrie Irving, Christian Wood out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Green, and it's Bullock in at the 3. Small forward. Picked him. Knocked loose. The Mavericks leading. Here's Powell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Powell, with that long body of his, does a nice job going at the defense and forcing them to foul.
He's off on the first. George, he's checked in for Gordon. Holiday's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Green. Good on the second one. So it's the Clippers now. Following this game, they host the Magic. Out to the right wing. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Wood outside. And Wood with the stuff.
Is that an answer or what? He just one-upped him real good.
Those two relish going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Green's checked in for the Mavericks. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim. But if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
George outside. Free throw line jumper. Wood grabs the board. Wood's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Mann. Back to George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not a lot of wings are willing to score inside like Paul George. I mean, part of why he's elite at his position.
To the inside. And Wood with the stuff.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Clippers trail. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, BA.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
That one's off.
Hard to keep up with Irvin. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard's checked in for George, and it's Westbrook in for Mann.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And the basket by Plumlee.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Count it.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irvin handle the ball the way he does.
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Banked it in off the glass. And now a 7-point Maverick lead.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game than 6'5" or short.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Morris, he's checked in for Plumlee. Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Coming onto the floor.
Morris passes to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Leonard's got his first 2 points of the night.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up. If it's there for him, good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Clippers have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. George finds Covington. And the jam by Covington.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Irving attacking. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. For 3. Can't get it to drop. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second.
First personal foul. 15 foul.
That free throw good from Irving.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Both free throws good from Irving. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Leonard. takes the three. Nails it from three. Oh, Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Irving against George. And it's Irving missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Covington passes to George. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Morris against Irving. Here's Kleba. Dallas, no good that time either.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The kick out to Morris. The three ball. Offensive rebound. Leonard. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to George. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. The kick out to Morris. From deep. The shot off that time. And we're through the first half of play here in what's
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It was all about Dallas as the game got going. Near flawless execution from both the defensive and that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
We've got Norman Powell. Eric Gordon is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And so he hits the technical free throw. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And it's Doncic missing. Well, Los Angeles shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008 grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when a shot gets going, you can be in trouble. Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true. And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Morris passes to George. Morris down low, guarded by Doncic, and it's in there. Morris has got 7 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Doncic passes to Powell. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Powell with a steal. And Powell with the stuff.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the Clippers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And we have to take another look at that block.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
Plenty of space. That shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. And now the Mavs on the run. Doncic passes to Wood. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. For three, Westbrook. Bullock puts it in.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Doncic hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Westbrook. And stolen by Wood. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Doncic. Give him 8 points now. That one's good for 2. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Westbrook pass to Morris. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings, knows exactly where the gap is, and finds his teammate perfect.
Back to Doncic. And the layup falls. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Westbrook against Powell. And Westbrook slams it home.
Wow, Westbrook, so athletic. He looked virtually unstoppable there.
Doncic passes to Powell. Back to Doncic. Down low. Powell's shot is off. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Pass to Leonard. This for the tie! So it'll be 2 free. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Morris for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's Doncic. 14 points for him. Pass to Hardaway. And here's Doncic. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Oh, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
You know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Kleba, he's checked in for Christian Wood. Holiday comes in for Bullock. And Irving is subbed in for Doncic. And Dallas calls time here.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Plumlee's checked in for Morris. Covington comes in for Leonard. George, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Mann in for Gordon. McGee, he's checked in for Dallas. Ntilikina comes in for Powell. And the shot's good by Irving.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
When you play with Westbrook, you've got to be ready now. This guy is always looking to pick up an assist.
The Mavericks leading. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Irving, the pass to McGee. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got 4 rebounds now. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own paint.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And here is Irving. Off target at the rim. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Mavericks.
53, the Mavericks, 56.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court right now for Dallas, we've got JaVale McGee. Tim Hardaway is out there with Justin Holiday. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Ntilikina in at the 2.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Back to George from outside the arc. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. To the paint. Tries again. Just 3 to shoot. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. So for the Clippers, Morris comes in for Plumlee. And Leonard subbed in for George. And Dallas calls time here.
Timeout. Dallas. Let's stand up and get loud. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth team.
George, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Christian Wood is checked in for McGee. Bullock comes in for Holiday. Green's checked in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Ntilikina. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Bullock. Here's Wood driving to the basket. And Wood with the stuff.
Wood, a guy with great mobility and pretty good skills as well. Getting to the bucket that time.
The Clippers trail. Here's Mann. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Wood. Oh, solid D from Leonard. The Clippers shooting 52% from the floor so far. And he can't get that one. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. Here's Irving. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Back to Morris. It's stolen by Doncic. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Irving finds Doncic. Oh, Covington with a block.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Both free throws good from Irving.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
Man misses.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Doncic. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 5 rebounds in the game. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here he goes. Leonard right side. Morris passes to Leonard. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Westbrook, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Russell Westbrook.
Here's man. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layups. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Leonard for 3. And they get it back. Back to Westbrook. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
You know, I love a lot about Westbrook's game. One of the things I like most is he's one of the best rebounders in the league, regardless of position. And he may be the best rebounding guard in the league.
Outside Irving. Pass to Bullock from downtown. And the three-pointer goes. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're in front by 10. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
The hoop looked about 4 feet wide for him tonight. I mean, his shooting was so dialed in. It really allowed for him to score the ball just over and over throughout the game.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. 3 from Wood. Pass to Bullock. Now Doncic. Second chance effort. Powell pulls it in for Los Angeles. They've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Here's George. Back to Leonard. And there's another one for the Clippers.
It's interesting. Coming into the league, Leonard's jumper was a question mark. Now, no one is second-guessing him.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. 56 seconds left in the fourth. Powell with a steal.
A sloppy pass. Have to be more precise than that.
And he sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Doncic finds Green.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6.
Josh Green.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Leonard for 3. He connects! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, man, what a bucket by Leonard. His team counts on him when the time is short because he can handle the pressure.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5.
At the line for the Mavericks.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And not a moment to lose on this possession. Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stops working.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Doncic passes to Green. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul a lot sooner.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
Shooting for Dallas, Kyrie Irving.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
Pass to George, back to Leonard. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kyrie, the offense was clicking tonight. Can you talk about the impact of ball movement on your success?
It's very important. We trust each other like that on both ends of the floor, especially offensively. It makes it easier for all of us to be aggressive, and I think that we did a great job of that tonight. We just got to keep it going. Fans deserve us to move up in these standings, man. We got some work to do.
This team is as deep as it gets. They're all willing to put the work in, guys.
Ilang in-game? Wala akong picture eh. Okay na? Picture rin natin. Wala akong picture. Dula mo? I know! Diba? I see it coming! Right? Gaya na dito. Ay, text na. In-game ganito. Hindi mo kailang in-game ba? Sila ilang in-game ba? Kailang mo in-game.
I like girls that's down to earth, so don't be stuck up. I don't take L's, I give them out and I chuck them up. First listen, they hearing it.
Guys! Hindi ilang mo in-game ba?
10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I like. TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like.
Di na makapantis ka.
King's back in his hometown when the wheels hit and I touch down, they.
And in the locker room,
Thank you,
Sayang yung position mo eh.
Jab sa yung tira ka Facebook.
Tingalo.
Dula meter. Okay. Okay 3 point.
Pag wala man lagi makashot mo ba
Pag momentum naman gala.
Pag dikit-dikit.
Pero dikit kasi maganda sila Claxton pa sa aton taon. Westbrook. Tulog ka dyan, friend. Nagpamintik ka ba? Kasi mag-new season na ni Jobs. Gamay na lang no. Mga 8 days na, 7 days na siguro. Tikas, magkabumoy kay kunat kayo. No? Kaya di mo na makunat mo. Namin sila mga epic na board ba? Wala Wala gitanggal si Titom Jobs. Tanggal si Titom. Bilog natanggal.
Kaya ako din ang mga magbangking sa mga wab, no? Kaya magbalik-balik na din na sila tuyok nila.
Di picture lang.
Kasi banking na sila. May mamiti ka sa unahan, lipot na po na sila. Unat na po.
Para maka-picture dito.
Oo.
Ito, wala po kayo.
Hot, kayo banking. Sude, may kita naawon ba?
Wala. Third place. Pwede na ng third.
Third sa. Sa una kita, no, may mag-abot ba sa una, no?
Kita ninyo.
Ay, apel, hindi ka to, no?
Gitagak, natagak yung Smith Jobs sa Karias, oh, sa Kari.
Yeah, kaya nagkuhan-kuhan.
Kasi ako nagdula sa plana ako, ikaw. Ay, nag-introduce ako sa mga.
Mas baba ko dyan, okay, boring mo, email, balik ka rin naman.
Pagod.
Ay, Jeep Mark, magic cheese na lula.
Hindi mo, magic cheese, kay ano ba? Ano ba? Tapos pagaling ako tong chest leading, isingin ako nagdula ito, ano? Hindi pa magic chest ang tawag. O naman to sa, ay naman to sa PS4 ko data, kanang chest.
Mura pagkuhan, mura pag tower defense na lang. Ang nakalita na eh, nag-email na mo tala. Kamalo ako.
Gibalik ka itong yung Mordia, wala na?
Gibalik.
Gibalik nila?
Kaya magsabay ang parami stiksana o Dimor, pag mamatay silang tulo, may mo sila kalat, sumon sa ilang kabayo, sumon si Diksana o ganang, para sila kuhan ba? Andit ba? Andit ba dyan sila? Kaya kayo, pagkamatay nila, kayo, magsumon sila nga, hindi na sila madutunan. Kalag na sila kalag, pero magsumon ng kabayo, magsumon ng kuhan. Hanta, daghan na lagi, buto-butong screen, no? Kaya ka malingaw mo ka kayo.
Duha ba yung kabiksana, Job?
Duha kabiksana gani, start pa yun.
Upat kabuk tagak.
Pinakadali ato buno kay Elf, kay ulan nag-elf sa una na, kay panahon na to.
Warang gyapon.
Mura yapon.
Labi ikay kung hawad kay kang silid sa ilan, kay wala kay ilog. Sige ra kay restart.
Ako dapat hawad kay ka maniid ana ba?
Sige pa gi panangin.
Pero mas gwapo na tong nakagipalit na gingon mo.
Ato.
Masilip nimo pila na nabilin.
Pareha to miyan mo ba? Iyay ka bilogan. Pareha na mga tournament mo kung biso. Tan-aw niya nga priya kaya. Na kailangan niya duha, patay dito nagpalit atong isa may para di ka matagaan og
mura ganing mo nagtong-its.
Mura nagtong-its, mura nagtong-its.
Counter.
Ang gadget mark nga gapo magic cheese kay dahil may tapos sa akin.
Paspas pa dun.
Paspas pa dun. Balik ra mag-farm. Patay na po.
Yan. Ay, igor mo magpamitik sa ano? Sa
mura ka tong mga cute gani na mga animal magdala ha. Commander na bago na.
Nabis kabong.
Yawa mo kasi itong pasapot ano? Kung na-introduce to bo, hala! Paspasan!
Kevin, set.
Areme, oo.
Ikaw ay pamilya so good para una sa feedbacks ba?
Yawa
May
ka
na yung kwarta, may tag-4 interest na lang, nagsige na lang speed.
Ay, katong interest ito.
Mama na siya. Chase 2, 24 mo to si Remy, bago mag-feedback, naka-20 na ako.
Okay, no?
Pagpili niya sa energy.
Siya pa siya unang pumili.
Oo, siya alam eh. Tuloy-tuloy na ka. Alam ko na ito katong pag-abot sa mga in-game game. Islito niyo mo ba para ikaw ang una itong para sa another slot. Kaya kita pareha ko 46. Iya ko para ako gamit na rin.
Para mauna.
Mauna ni kasi yaha ba?
Nga pusog yapon siya na. Taga nagmas power. O ginerf na siya.
Nerf na siya kay dili ka itong remittance ko mo. Iwala ka. Tikas po gayto.
Tikasan po gayto eh.
Una ka perminte.
Oo, paspas kayo ka.
Pag-abot ni mo si Katan, tuloy-tuloy na ba yun mo okay. Nakakatag 2 star na tayo sila, 1 star pa. At simiyan mo itong level 3.
Level 3 dito. Siya nga, ginawa ko eh.
Pag early, ako daw isa pa white pa. First pick na ko na, niyawa tayo. Ligo pa ko. Sugod.
Naabot gud ko sa katong kuan Jobs, katong Lord ang kalabanon ba.
Muna din ay dulat ako forever. Okay, sa karon Valorant.
Hindi pa bilala sa dulat. Ano nga, hindi pagbang sa dulat ako na. Bago nila eh. Kaya nga bigyan tayo dulat ganyan.
Totoo, nagiging nakapatong no?
Hindi, basta na pala 4 eh. Pagtanaw ko, pagbasa na ko, gusti ako kasi. Moto na sa bike. Bulsing.
Check that schedule ron.
Hindi, natulog sa'yo si Bulsing. Pag-chatting, kuhan. Guard.
Team ko na mga saba na lang kit.
Ipay, katog ma! Food trip.
Nasa sa?
Invite Bulsing.
Busing.
Dito sa basketball
Basta,
court.
wala lang.
Last size. Birthday siyang anak. O passer.
Correct, sabay correct.
Ay, molo.
Mga sabay, mantanin niyo ba mga taga-bulak lang?
Sign of maturity.
Wala mo kay.
Wala kay ka, taga-tipas na ka. I-invite,
tipas
matatanan.
na ka?
Open.
Hindi ba na, mukha ako, banta.
Gusto kag paniod to, ma. Sabay ta diri kay itong district airpot. Matay naman to. Si Magwad.
Rob Williams is a big reason the Celtics have been.
David, thanks.
Gamay ba?
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And for the Celtics, up at the forward spot, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Wow, we're getting close to the playoffs now, and I got to believe, Brent, there's a big difference between playing in the regular season and the postseason.
Oh, man, that intensity ramp up, Kevin, is something else. And round by round, you get more and more attention to it. The matchups become more and more significant. It is an awesome feeling and a privilege to have an opportunity to play in the postseason in this league.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Wide open look here for Zubac. And the shot is long. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, we talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during a regular season.
Brogdon, he's checked in for the Celtics. Now he's checked in for the Clippers. The Celtics on offense. Smart passes to Brogdon. In the corner, Horford with it. Here's Brogdon. The shot's good. On the assist by Horford.
Such a solid and unique big man in today's game. Horford's passing skills and ability to find the open teammate is very special.
Now here's Westbrook. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target from outside.
Well, and after their offense stalled in the finals, and the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Horford no luck. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
The quick thinking of Tatum. You have to be impressed with how he readies himself to shoot before he gets the ball.
Here's Westbrook to halt the run, and the layup is up and in.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
Now here's Brown. 35 points for him last game against Minnesota.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line. And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Good, and Smart gets the assist. Brogdon's got 7 points.
when you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Oh, and the jam by Horford.
It's a big boy basket from Horford, fouled, but still got it to fall.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
The shot by George, no good.
There was a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Horford dishes to Smart. And slam dunk by Smart.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Celtics leading by 15. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
A shot off that time. Leonard with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect them to make every single one of those.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, just dominating, controlling that spot.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And here's Boston. It's a 21-2 run, totally rolling here. They get a hand on it. Morris with the ball. Out guarded by Tatum. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Nice job by Russell, just not forcing anything on that play.
1:14 left to play here in the first. Celtics leading by 17.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
They get the rebound. Here's George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Goes up again. Rebounded by Smart. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. Tatum passes to Horford. Shoots. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Tatum's got 11.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now, here's Westbrook. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Robert Covington. Gordon is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Plumlee into the 5 down low. Here's Brogdon. Paul George making his last shot. Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Horford has a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good.
and you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And George with the stuff.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to shoot.
Yeah, there it is again. A lot of possessions this first half. They've established great inside position.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Tatum. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Into the lane. He kicks it to Plumlee. Back to George. Pass to Plumlee. And stolen by Horford. Gordon against Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And the Celtics lead by 16. The pass to Plumlee. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard against Brogdon. Tries again. And it's Leonard missing. Celtics leading by 16. Outside, Horford. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
The Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Westbrook's checked in. Back to Horford. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Muscala. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Brogdon's got 10 points in the game. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Westbrook.
That's where Plumlee operates best. The closer to the basket, the better chance he has of converting.
Smart kicks to Horford. All alone. Misses off the left iron. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Williams is checked in for the Celtics. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Now here's Smart. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Muscala. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Morris is checked in for Plumlee. Batum comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And it's Williams with the ball for the Boston Celtics.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum with it. had 22 points in the win against Minnesota.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
Here's Mann from outside off the mark. It's tipped. Batum against Williams. To the inside. Tatum. It's good again in an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Out to Morris. Shot to stop the run. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Tatum. 15 points in the game. Pass to White. Back to Tatum. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Norman Powell. George is checked in for Eric Gordon. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Terrence Mann. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Moore. 46 seconds left here in the second. Outside Williams. Tipped away. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles. I was there. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Mike Muscala, Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard.
There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. Shot clock at 2. Takes a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Celtics have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Pass to White. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Williams can't get it to go. Outside, George. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 18 points, 3 rebounds. And that'll...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
You're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. Williams is out there with Muscala, and it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Now a timeout called by Boston. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Tatum on the wing. Leonard with the steal. Goes up, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the claw at work. Just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
Brogdon kicks to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Right side, George. Back to Leonard. No one near him. And Boston with the rebound.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Ball's knocked loose. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got 5.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Boston leading by 21. Smart kicks to Brown. Pass to Brogdon. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will come the other way. Morris passes to George. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Smart deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Brown. Back to Smart. Tatum on the wing. Smart finds Tatum. And another shot. Good work defensively by Morris.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the pass to Morris. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. They have a 19-point lead. Outside, Horford. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Another shot. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Zubats. And he makes good on the layup. Zubats has got his 2nd basket of the game.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Inside. Here's Horford. Goes back up. The kick out to Brown. Ogden against Leonard. Back to Brown. And Brown throws it down.
And you just love the cool attitude of Brown in these spots. Rise it up and draining it with the shot clock up against it.
Here's Tatum. He's got 22. Pass to Brogdon. Leonard with the steal. Fires the 3. Passes it to Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's 1:38 left to play here in the 3rd. 2nd chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All the officials are all over that.
And look now at how the aggressive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I can just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Tatum, no good there. Good work defensively by Morris.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion, the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple of seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Plumlee is checked in for Zubac, and it's Powell in for Leonard. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, Brogdon just has a great feel as to when he should shoot it. Most of the time, it's in rhythm and within the offense.
George against Smart. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris.
Boston foul.
The Clippers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team. And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valuable.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constitutes the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Marcus Morris. Gordon comes in for George. Mann subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Driving the lane. Mann gets the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Boston leading by 18. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And both free throws good for White. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, that's what he's doing best right now. Plumlee loves to convert as close to the rim as possible.
4 seconds left, and finished off by Williams.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Boston on top, opening up.
The Clippers.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lewis going with. We've got Plumlee. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Gordon, and it's Mann in at the 1.
And how about Norman Powell getting in there, playing aggressive on the glass.
White finds Williams. Out to White. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Now a timeout called by Boston. Starting in 2021, referees were instructed to not reward players making over, abrupt, or abnormal non-basketball moves. What do you think of that?
Well, there are some guys who play abnormally, Kevin, so what are you going to do about those guys? No, I'm kidding. I think it's a great thing for shooters to try to gain some sort of advantage. With how much advantage offensive players already have, it was getting a little bit out of control.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Brown outside. Horford the pass to Brown. 5 to shoot. Excellent D there from George.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Horford the pass to Tatum. Here's Brogdon, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Brogdon's got a nice all-around game, and you don't want him to get going. He'll add to the point total with this kind of rhythm.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive level. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Down low. Outside for George. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And the defender tried to foul before the shot went up, but Plumlee with the strength and power to earn the trip to the free throw line.
That's good from Plumlee.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Tatum drives in and slam dunk by Tatum.
And how about that show of confidence from Tatum? He really excels at playing above the rim and taking that one home.
It's good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Plumlee, and finished off by Plumlee.
And an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
The kick out to Brown. Inside, Tatum. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Smart against George. Pass to Plumlee. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Tatum draws the double. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by George. Clippers trail by 15. Plumlee, the pass to Morris. Now Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Down low. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And working on that upper body strength, Plumlee has a great build and is converting through contact.
And here is Brown. To the middle. Here's Brogdon. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
1:29 left in the game. Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Count it.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
They really lit it up in this fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely, just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Pulls it from 20, and that one is good.
Wow. At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
He had a nice open look right there. And the Celtics lead by 15.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Tatum over Morris. Tatum's shot is off. Leonard against Tatum. Leonard kicks to Morris. Good work defensively by Horford.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's
Uy, magic cheese boy naman ito.
Gano'n?
Magic cheese boy naman tarada ba? Hindi naman madula og.
Sige.